All right, let's talk about one of the toughest, most delicate situations in all of real estate. We're calling it the downsizer pricing gap. You know, it's that tricky place where a lifetime of memories crashes right into the cold, hard reality of market data. So let's figure out how to handle it. Sound familiar? I bet it does. If you've ever worked with clients who've been in their home for, 20, 30 years, you've had this exact conversation. It's never just about a house, is it? It's about a home that's packed with what we call emotional equity. And our job, it's to walk that tightrope between empathy and expertise. So, yeah, let's put a name to it, the emotional pricing gap. It's really all about what a home means to someone versus what the market says it's actually worth. And this really breaks it down, doesn't it? You've got two completely different value systems clashing. On one hand, you have the emotional value. We're talking holidays in the kitchen, watching the kids grow up, all those years of memories. And on the other side, market value. That's all about recent comps, square footage, the condition of the place, and buyer demand. And as we all know, the market just doesn't write a check for memories. Okay, but here's the thing. This isn't just a feeling or a random difficult conversation. It's a real, predictable pattern. We actually have the data to back it up. So let's quantify this pricing expectation gap. Check this out. Sellers over 60, especially the ones who've been in their homes for 20 years or more, they tend to overestimate their home's value by about 8 to 14%. That's huge. So the real takeaway here is this. When you walk into that listing appointment, you should expect this gap. It's not the exception, it's pretty much the rule. So, what's the real cost of this pricing gap? What does it actually mean for your business? Well, in one word, time. And this shows just how much it can impact your timeline, especially right here in the Indianapolis market. And here's the proof. In our local markets, places like Indianapolis, Carmel, Fishers, all the way up to Zionsville and Noblesville, this emotional gap leads to deals taking about 28% longer to get to a price agreement. Think about that. That's almost a third longer than a standard listing. That kind of delay can really stall out your pipeline, and it adds a whole lot of uncertainty. Okay, so we know the problem, we know how it hurts our business, so what do we do about it? Well, it all comes down to having the right conversation, one that can bridge that gap between empathy and data. Let's walk through this 3-step approach because it really works. First, and this is so important, you have to validate their memories. Before you even think about the numbers, you say something like, wow, it's so clear this home has been filled with so much love. Acknowledge that emotional value first. Then, step 2, you present the data as a neutral guide. It's not your opinion, it's just what the market is telling us buyers are willing to pay today. And third, and you cannot skip this, give them time to process. This isn't just a transaction for them, it's a massive life decision. You've got to let it breathe. But that brings up a really tough question, right? How do you actually manage a deal that needs weeks or maybe even months of patience without just letting it go cold? I mean, patience is great, but in our business, it can feel like you're just letting an opportunity slip away. And that's exactly where having the right systems and the right tools to support those systems becomes absolutely crucial. We need something to help manage these patient, connected deals. This is where a tool like CMA Flow can honestly be a game changer. Think about it. The dashboard can keep an eye on these slower deals for you. It'll flag them if they go quiet for too long, so you never forget to check in. It helps you turn that patience from a liability into a real strategy. You can even use its context builder to draft those tricky check-in emails, the ones that are respectful and empathetic, that acknowledge how big this decision is, without ever sounding pushy. It just helps you stay connected every step of the way. So, I'll just leave you with this one question to think about. In these really emotionally charged situations, your biggest value isn't just how accurate your CMA is. It's your ability to be a guide. So are you just dropping off the numbers? Or are you truly guiding your clients through one of the biggest, most emotional decisions of their lives? Something to think about. Thanks for tuning in.